man, let's talk about Terrence Howard and Mr. Robert Downey Jr. Um, Apparently, Terrence Howard stuck his neck out there for uh, Robert Downey Jr. Um, because he basically, lobbied and pushed for him to get the, second chance in Hollywood with the Iron Man role, which revitalized his career after a career full of fuck ups. Okay. Um, he pushed for him to get that get the role, and then when it came to having Terrence Howard back in Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. left him hanging. So Terrence Howard says Robert Downey Jr. not helping him after Iron Man recast broke me a little bit. And y'all be thinking these people your friends, especially the other. Y'all be thinking the other your friends, man. Ain't no loyalty there, man. One of the worst things you can be is loyal to somebody and they don't give a fuck about you. It's a cold game. Howard claimed he helped Downey Jr. get the role of Tony Stark and expected him to in a similar manner. Expected and what it is two different things. Stop assuming expecting you helping people. Terrence Howard reveals that he was betrayed by Robert Downey Jr. when his role, James Rhodey Rose, was cast and given to Don Cheadle following the release of the first Iron Man film. During the appearance of the Joe Rogan Experience, Howard reflected this time filming Iron Man and claimed he pushed for Downey to be cast as the lead of Tony Stark's Iron Man. According to Howard, he asked the film's producer Avi Arad to take $1 million out of his 4.5 he was getting and use it to cast Downey Jr. So he put $1 million up for this dude. He said, "I love Robert. I love what he does. I loved him in Weird Science." He said, "Well, if Robert wants to come in," so I called Avi Ard immediately. He was the producer of it, and I'm like, "Avi, I hear Robert wants to come in, but you guys don't even let him audition." Howard said in the podcast, he's like, "No, we can't bond with him." I'm like, "Instead of that 4.5 you want to give me, why don't you take $1 million out the bond for him and let him audition so he gets the part?" Robert is like, "I love you. Thank you so much." And maybe Robert got a whole different story. Things went left as Marvel decided to go in a new direction for Iron Man 2 and had Don Cheadle take Howard's role from the first film. Howard stated that he reached out to Downey to fix the issue, but claimed he couldn't get a hold of him. He said, "Quote, when this other thing happened, I'm calling Robert and he's doing Sherlock Holmes." Howard continued, "I called him 27 times, leaving a message. I'm calling his assistant. I'm like, I need your help. I didn't hear from him until 3 years later, and I bumped into him at Brian Grazer's wedding. But at the time, I had Empire or whatever, and I came back. He like, oh, but everything worked out for you." That broke me a little bit. And I'm just like, I'm telling y'all, man, watch who you been. Don't stick your neck out for nobody who ain't your kids, your wife, your mama, your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Even your brothers and sisters, man, it gets a little bit murky outside of that. It gets a little murky outside of that. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little murky outside of that. It gets a little murky outside of that. It gets a little murky outside of that, but this is why, man. And naturally, when you're a naturally nice person and you want to help people out, I be having to hold myself out now. I be seeing people blown out tires and may need a little bit of assistance here and there, and I be like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I be like, nah, I'm good. I ain't gonna help. Because a lot of times I end up helping people, I end up getting inconvenienced. Or it's not reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not reciprocated. So personally, man, I be wanting to help a lot of people out, and I be wanting to look out for people and all that, man. But quite frankly, man, it ain't never reciprocate. You let your homie hold some bread, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, You got to beg for the money back. Or you want that little bit of money, or when it's time to ask them to help you do stuff, they ain't never around, or I couldn't do it though. Man, dude, I picked up on that early in adulthood. I mean, a lot of y'all with women who can't help you do shit. You might need her to get your starter, get you a brakes. You might need her, hey, yo, I can't pick up this woo woo woo. Could you pick this up for me? And and they won't even do it. They won't even do it. It's a real cold world out here. And I hate to say it, it's a real cold world out here, dude. It's like, even from a woman's perspective, it's like, like they just don't want to help us do nothing. They feel like in today's women, we got to do everything. We got to do everything. And we supposed to just give, and they supposed to take. And we ain't supposed to do nothing. We ain't supposed to get nothing out of it. We just supposed to give till we can't give no more. And they ain't supposed to put no skin in the game. They ain't supposed to help us or nothing. And a lot of the people you hang out with, they feel the same way. They feel the exact same way. You supposed to give, and they ain't supposed to do shit. This is why, the world is this is why the world is cold now. This is why the world is cold now. Because the good people, they get taxed. The good people get taxed. You stick your neck out for somebody, they gonna make you look like a fool, or they gonna get on. And when it's time for you to need a favor, or need a help, or need a call, they ain't nowhere to be found. This is why I pretty much keep to myself. Cause a lot of these dudes you hang out with, you want to help, they don't bring nothing to the table. At least a chick bring you some ass to the table and some head. A lot of these dudes don't bring nothing to the table but problems. Not opportunities, problems. Took money out of his pocket to help this man out. That's damn near grounds to go put hands on him. Real talk. According to Howard, his initial contract had him signed up for $8 million, 3 movies deal with Marvel wanted a lower the price to $1 million. Howard Asia wasn't having it and berated Marvel Studios, hanging up the phone on them while discussing the new deal. Marvel went a different route following the meeting. There you go. That's how they do it. I mean, Ezel said the same thing with Cube. He said he asked for a little bit extra money in the he asked for a little bit of extra money for next Friday, and then Cube was like, okay, I'll get back at you. Next thing you know, he went down the street. They was taping the new movie next Friday with Sticky Fingers. It's a cold world. It's a cold world. Y'all be thinking you be want to help people out and do the right thing, man. You be the one. That's why people don't put their neck on the line no more. You see, somebody in trouble, they getting beat up and jump. You turn your neck the other way. It's a very, very cold world. You just turn your neck and go the other way, because you gonna be the one inconvenienced. You gonna be the one inconvenienced. Real talk. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link trust. Hit the link. Um, Link tree to find me everywhere. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Real 101. Check out the Music Entertainment playlist. But let me know what you think about this, man. In my humble opinion, man, it's a cold world out here. It's a cold world out here, and you know, you got to protect yourself. That's one thing I say, man. You brothers out here got to protect yourself, not from these Keishas, these Beckys. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself from everybody. You gotta protect yourself from everybody. So don't forget that you gotta protect yourself from everybody. Everybody. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.